Based on here, Cap and Ball Fanatic channel. So a couple of days ago, I pulled out my trusty match gun, 1851 Navy by Pietta. It's one of the first ones I bought. I've been shooting this thing for years, and I shoot it accurately, and I don't have to think much about it. Well, I pulled it out a couple of days ago, and wouldn't you know it, I completely forgot how to shoot it. So today, here on the Cap and Ball Fanatic range, stick with me while I go through the process of seeing if I can remember how to shoot my favorite cap and ball revolver. Briefly, we're not going to do a whole lot of talking in this video. We're going to get right to the shooting. But when I pulled this revolver out a few days ago, I've had all kinds of problems. The first 18 shots, I've shot this gun so much, some of the internal parts broke. It was just a weird thing. So then I had to put it down while I ordered some new parts. So I got the new parts, came back out, and I was spraying this thing all over the lot like as if I was a sprinkler. And that's never happened with this revolver before. So in this video, I decided I needed to go through the process. I might as well bring out the cameras and let you all follow along with me so you can see what happens going from shooting like a sprinkler to getting a little bit better. I just need you to know how bad it got. You're going to see 48 shots in this video at different ranges and on different targets. Over the last 3 or 4 days, I've actually put 132 shots through this revolver, and finally, from gun break-in to cameras breaking down to the sun being in the wrong place, I finally got footage to show you how I went from wild to a little bit better. So let's get started. But one of the problems with having a channel and shooting a whole bunch of different revolvers is that you fall out of practice with the ones that you that you used to shoot all the time. So this is just a day at the range, no pressure, trying to figure out how I can get this thing ready to at least be representative when I go to the club for our club shoots that start here in about a month. And you know, since the channel has kind of gotten popular and people are watching now, they're all expecting me to be a dead shot, which, as I've said, I'm not. But you know, I don't want to give into that too much. But I want to also, I don't want to look like a fool when I get out there. So, because we've got a couple of national champion pistol shooters in our club, shoot down at Friendship, and I've beaten them a couple times, and I've lost to them a lot. So I'm thinking this year I want to make them have to come after me. That's what I want. So let's see. Okay, 20 yards on steel. Let's go for a big yellow. Okay, we didn't spray it this time, so happy days are here again. I'm finding the range with my match gun finally. Okay, for those that have watched on the channel quite a bit, you understand and know that we have big yellow back there. We just shot at him. That's my big torso target that's 11 yards behind the front line of steel and paper targets. Well, we're adding on. We got a second big yellow that's up there. We're going to shoot it now. I think after I peel all the paint off of the second big yellow that came on it, I'm going to turn it into big red or big blue or something so that we can delineate the two. But they point in a little bit different directions. And so right now we're going to shoot the second big yellow at 20 yards to the front line, which means we're 31 yards from big yellow. Let's see how the second big yellow. Let's see how we do here. There's one. There's two. Three. Four. Hey. Oh no! All right. 5 out of 6 sounds pretty good, but that target's pretty big. I got a little cocky. Well, second big yellow stood up to the test. Let's try again. Okay, big yellow, number 2. It is by no means less important by being number 2. I think I need help. Let's see what we can do. One more. I'm working on holding through the shot. I've been into bad habits this last couple days, and so now I'm working on fixing them. And it looks like I've fixed them so far. Why did I say that? Why did I say that? See, this is a bad habit that I got into when I first started shooting, and this is how long it's taken to fix it. And that is not following through, not holding all the way through the shot, doing something like this, or doing something like this, or this, or this. And it's amazing how I have to work on this almost every time I shoot. It has to be in my front of mind, or I'll fall back into those bad habits. It's sort of like being a baseball player or an athlete or anything else. If you train wrong originally, and it gets muscle memory gets set in, it becomes really difficult to overlay that old muscle memory. And this has been going on now for quite a few years. So that's my struggle shooting cap and ball revolvers. If you watch the flintlock rifle video, it's also my struggle with the flintlock. So I'm working on it. And let me say this, whether you're going to record for YouTube or not, having video on you that you can slow down is absolutely the perfect way to figure out what you're doing or not doing that's causing you issues or that's causing you success. So this video, even on the stuff I don't publish, is very valuable in helping me figure out how I want to become a better cap and ball revolver shooter. All right, let's move on. Okay, so I shoot a lot of paper because this is where you start to notice if you're solving your follow-through problems or your accuracy problems or not, because the paper doesn't lie. Sometimes the big steel gongs and the steel gongs lie because you can just tick it off the end and it rings and you think, wow, what a great shot. So shooting paper is a part of my routine because it really shows how I'm doing. So at 25 yards, let's see how I'm doing. That's a bullseye. I see some holes in the target, so let's go check it out. See if it's time to do one more. Okay, another cylinder, 25 yards on paper. We got 5 of 6 on that last one, so we're gonna see if we can't build on that. All right, not bad shooting. I'll take it. So let's finish with the long shot. I'm at the big yellow number 1. I'm at about 45 yards. So let's see if we can't finish on a flourish. Let me get loose here. Let's see if we can't do this. How many out of 6? Who's placing the odds? There's one. I don't think that one hit it. 2. No. 2 out of 4 so far. This is the big last shot. Going for 50-50. All right. All right, so there you have it, 48 shots at different distances. I started at 15 yards, moved to 20 on steel, moved back to 31 on steel, went to 25 on paper, which, as I said, is really where you find out if you're lying or not, and then finished with a long shot. Listen, I'm not anywhere near where I need to be if I want to compete with those people. But before we get caught up in the competition part, listen, the only reason that I do competitions and the only reason I want to do well isn't to win and get my name on the score sheet. It's to talk trash to my friends at the club. So this is about trash talking rights as much as it is anything else. So you saw how I went through the process. It's a little bit better. I've got a ways to go, and I've got about a month before our first spring shoot matches where I can work on this bad boy, and that's what I'm going to do. So I hope you enjoyed it. A little bit of a different video, a little bit more casual of a video. I certainly enjoyed making it, although the process of getting here was long and arduous. and it cost me a little money to fix the inside of my revolver. So I appreciate you showing up. I appreciate you sticking around, and we'll see you again on down the road the next time.